Welcome back to La Gomera, an island that has so much to offer. In our last episode, we discovered beautiful trails in the national park, visited small historical villages, tasted some local food, and had amazing views. If you had expected typical tourist attractions like sandy golden beaches and large vacation resorts, well, you quickly saw that this is not La Gomera. Instead, it has an unconventional atmosphere. We've learned that many people moved to the island in the 1960s with the flower power time. And this vibe you can feel on the island. So join us this time as we drive up some steep mountain roads, discover some lost places, and go for a swim.
Hi from Hi. We are Pat
and Frankie, a couple who ditched the 9 to 5, sold everything, and set sail with zero experience.
Our mission?
Explore the world, discover our ideal home port, and establish our lifestyle brand, Hi. Ready for the adventure?
Jump aboard and be part of our journey.
So now we have made it to another site in Hermigua, which is a docking station, an old docking station that is not in use anymore formerly used for cargo ships, but back many years ago, that collected the bananas from the plantations that you can maybe see in the background. And they built these huge concrete docking, I don't know what, towers, where the ships could go, and then they were loaded with bananas, and they also brought other stuff from the other islands, like vegetables, cattle, people, and everything. And we read that they were built, I think, in 1908, so more than 100 years ago. And yeah, there's also a natural rock swimming pool here, which we are going to visit now and have a swim because it's really hot. But this area is closed, so you should not be here. But there are many people here for a swim. It's closed because of rocks falling, so you have to be careful and maybe watch the weather, that it wasn't raining before. And so we are here on a lovely sunny day. The weather has been nice the previous days. Now we're going for a dip. We haven't been in the water for quite some time for a swim. A lost place. Wow, the water is crystal clear. Today is day 3 of exploring La Gomera, and Today we are starting off with a small, I don't know if you could call it hike. It's more like a walk. We're walking on a little wall here. The view is beautiful. And this walk is called El Drago. To see a tree, a dragon tree. And yeah, we still got some other points on our list for today. But definitely no big hike.
And we are more in the south.
And we are more in the south.
And here you can see Alajero. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Maybe we see a giant lizard.
They are supposed to be how big?
I think up to 1 meter.
And they were an endangered species, but they were recovered? No. Rediscovered?
Rediscovered.
Rediscovered not so long ago, and a very unique animal to La Gomera. And Pat really wants to see a giant lizard. And here we have cactus figs again. Wow. Yummy. Welcome to the jungle. There's my jungle babe. Woo! It's crazy. We have palm trees, pine trees, aloe vera or whatever it is. Cactus.
Here's everything. Nice place. And here's no noise.
Only bees and birds.
Yeah. And sometimes you hear
The lizards?
lizards.
Yeah, it goes. And some bird, can you hear it?
Yeah.
It's going like oh 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 oh. Or maybe it's silbo. The whistling language.
Wow. What a beauty.
And what a protected beauty.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. We're in the middle of nowhere. Nowhere. And here it is.
It's the last one, right?
I think so. It's called El Drago.
So the last dragon boom on this island.
And it's very old. As nice as it's to have a beautiful view, as always a hard climb back up. We're earning our lunch.
Yeah.
And we both still have sore muscles from our big hike. And it's also hot. Harder!
Wow.
Fresh air? Wow.
Wow.
It's nice and cool in here.
Yeah.
Liters only,
Okay.
and it's around 600 bottles, and it's acacia.
soon.
Sunday well spent.
Marina and in San Sebastian. Looks amazing.
Wow. The valley of Valle Gran Rey.
The south of the island is famous for its dropouts since the 1960s, and they live in the villages Valle Gran Rey, Santiago, and in the beaches in the surrounding. Some of them still live here, and some of them just want to make a special holiday here in the caves on the beaches. Here you can see the Marina of La Gomera, and this is the little town San Sebastian, and you have two beaches around the marina. One is located here and the other one here around the corner, and over there you can also see the Boy Channel, which is super interesting because you have to pass through it. That ferry which is coming there has enough space to maneuver, so it's very interesting to watch it from this point. And here you get a perfect overview. And if you want to go to the city center, it's directly over there. There's the main plaza, and on the right side is the main street. But this is very perfect with the beach, and it's very calm. Outside we have, I would say, around 25-30 knots, and here it's very calm. So it's a special place.
Hola and good morning from a very different spot today on the island.
That's a very exciting place.
Yeah, we are here in El Cedro, which is somewhere in the national park. It is a camping spot in the forest and also a little village. Yesterday we saw a documentary about it, that there are people that are living self-sufficient here. And I'm not sure if it is raining or if it's just the clouds. And you can put your tent under this little roof here. Now this is more than clouds, babe.
That's a special place.
This is the little camping hut. And here are the chickens. Shall we go down first or inside first?
Definitely down.
Why?
It's closed just for camper.
It's not the way to the cascade, it's a private camping. And all you can hear are the chickens.
I think here are also long-term camping guests.
I think so too.
Special.
Yeah, that's the pendant to the hippies living on the beach.
Driving in La Gomera, you will not find one single straight road. Coming from the mountains and driving into green valleys, you will find houses built in the most impossible places.
We are off to a lost place.
Yeah, and this time we are in the north of the island. It's called Vallehermoso. And look!
And
It's a bit lost here, definitely.
Yeah.
So there's a beautiful beach, but it's lost. And there
are
another-
rocks on the road too.
Yeah, and here are some historical buildings. And now we will climb over the rocks because the street is not
Accessible.
accessible anymore.
I will turn it around.
Wow, look at this.
And we are off to discover the Castillo del Mar. Uah. There was definitely some rocks coming down here. Maybe it's not the best day, it's really windy. So yesterday we watched a documentary about this place, which was very interesting. It was about a German guy who saw this ruin on a rock and wanted to restore it and make a cultural place for tourists and also local people for different kind of arts like dancing, music, photography, all different kind of things. And he put all his money into it over, I think, I don't know how many years, a few years, maybe 10 years or something,
Yeah, something like
to
that.
build it. It is in the middle of nowhere, which made it really difficult to get all the supplies. And so it was running for quite some time, but in the end he had to give it up because he was out of money. He put everything in it that he had, and he always had problems with the authorities
Yeah, he got no support. I
to
think
get
that's-
support for the project. And also the energy supply was a big problem. He used generators. Oh, it's dark. He used generators, but in the end they were broken and he needed also to fix them, and that didn't work. He didn't get a permit for electricity, so now it is a lost place, but you can still really see the history of it, and we will show you around. It's so interesting. What is interesting about this place is that it was built 1905 for the delivery of the boats that took on bananas from the island and all different kind of goods, and then it was abandoned in the 1950s, and the German guy tried to restore it at the 2000s, I think. And now it is a lost place again, and this is what time does. So it had a life, then it was dead, it had a second life, now it's dead again. I wonder if it has a third chance.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you think so, babe?
I'm not sure.
It's really hard to access it, but that also makes the charm.
30 cents.
How much? This is really like time travel.
Yeah, but it was not so long.
Yeah. You know what I find interesting, babe? That's
The German
why do some places that are abandoned like this look like people left them from one day to the other? It's like, why is this? It looks like it was used yesterday. Like, You know what? It's not that people that take everything and then it's empty. It looks like they left it in a rush.
There's some German script.
This is maybe a speech or something. And old notes. There's a letter from Vienna. Let's see what is in the back here. Oh, there's just like a storage space. Wow. The last things I saw were from 2007.
Yeah.
Some of the arts. That looks nice. A toilet? A little balcony.
There you can see
The sign?
the balls, which with the machine, pulled up with the machine. How does something like this happen?
Viene aquí todos los días a Alajero con mi coche.
Oh, hombre, ahí obviamente eso es que formamos subir el sueldo de lo que cobra y a lo que ahora.
Cuando yo empecé, ¿qué tal? Yo un montón de gente, yo soy un montón de gente, ¿no? ¿Qué tal?
Uy, pero Willy, que ya casi todo viene así, ¿no?
Pero es una putada.
¿Vamos?
Ya, si te tienes que gastar 300 todos los meses.
On our way to another lost place in the northwest of the island, which is called Alojera, we passed through a region which is famous for its palm honey, and it's made out of the palms.
What do you do in this place?
I think reading books, hanging around, and maybe catch some fish. And watch the waves and the beautiful surroundings. So just hanging out and relaxing.
Very calm, but beautiful. Wow! Look at the airplane fly. And it's super windy. And the waves. What is this? for 2 fish?
Gracias. Adios. Amazing cake.
The cookies.
They are out of the special
Gofio flour.
gofio flour.
He wants a snack. We have chocolate and coconut.
Which one you want to try first?
This one.
Smell it.
Wow. It smells like
special.
like corn, like meal.
Interesting.
I can imagine.
Super dry, but it's dry, but it is not dry in the mouth.
I can imagine that it's also nice with salty flavors. They also had cheese and stuff like that, like a rice waffle. Hi guys! After 5 days of exploring the island, we are now back on the boat and have had a full day of boat life again. And this is what we do.
Thanks for being with us in this episode, and please hit subscribe. After an intense week of exploring La Gomera, it was time to get back to the boat. We caught the perfect weather window to sail back to Tenerife to do some boat maintenance and change our complete energy system. And by the way, we are now on Patreon, so check the link below. Your support means everything to us.